We are here to stand in support of the Nari Shakti Vantan Adhiniyam, formerly known as the Constitution 106 Amendment Act 2023, a historic step towards ensuring greater representation and participation of women in our nation's decision-making. This bill, we all know that it's not merely about reservation. It's about recognition. The recognition of the strength, the sacrifices, and the silent contribution of women through generations.
Today we stand at a turning point in our democracy. The Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam is not just a bill. It is a recognition of half of our population, of voices that have been built our homes, our economy and our culture, yet remained unrepresented where laws are made. I rise today to express heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi for the historic step of implementing 33 reservation under his leadership. This leadership with vision. It takes courage to bring cultural change, and the Prime Minister has shown that commitment by placing Nari Shakti at the center of India's democracy journey. For 75 years, we spoke about equality. This act moves us from words to action by reserving 33% of seats for women in Lok Sabha and state legislative assemblies. Representation is not a favor. It is a foundation of justice. When women sit at the table, policies on health, education, safety, and economy opportunity change. Some asked why reservation, because opportunity without access is not equality. Systematic gaps in politics have kept capable women out. This Adhiniyam breaks that cycle and creates pipeline of leadership of our next generation of girls. The Act is also designed with care. It includes reservation within shuttle caste, shuttle tribe quotas, and 15-year review clause, ensuring balance and accountability. It will come into effect after delimitation, giving time for smooth implementation. Today, I take the privilege to share amongst us how far our women have breakthrough in our state, Nagaland, under the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. Nifirio. One Cabinet Minister, Mr. Salatono Kruse, and Mrs. Hekani Jakolo as advisor. In Simini Town Council, the council office is run 100% by women. Our Treasure Town Council Chairperson, a woman, Mr. Skitoli Naje. Deputy Chairperson of Kohima Municipal Council, Tiniso Sekose. And today we have Madam Imlinaro with us, Deputy Chairperson of Dimapur Municipal Council. In June 2024, Nagaland historically elected 102 women, additional 8 from unreserved seats to urban local bodies.
Greetings from our National President, Shri Konrad Sangma, NPP. My dear sisters, respected elders, and fellow citizens. Today I stand before you not just as a leader, but as a proud daughter of the Naga soil, a land where women have always been the backbone of society. From our fields to our homes, from our markets to our churches, Naga women have carried the weight of responsibility with dignity, strength, and resilience. And yet, I ask you, where are we when decisions are made? We build our communities, but we are missing from the tables where policies are shaped. We nurture generations, yet our voices are absent in governance. This is the reality we must confront today. Let us be honest. This is not about tradition. This is not about preserving culture. This is about exclusion. Our customs have always valued strength, courage, and community. Nowhere do they say that women must be silent or invisible in leadership. If anything, our traditions speak of balance, of shared responsibility, of unity. So let us not allow culture to be misused as a shield to deny women their rightful place. The 33% women reservation is not a gift, it is not a favor, it is justice long overdue. And yesterday, even at the national level, leaders like Sonia Gandhi have made an important point. The question of whether women deserve reservation has already been settled. The real challenge now lies in implementation, process like delimitation, technical as they may sound, determined when and how this promise becomes a reality. And when such processes are delayed or unclear, it is not just administration that is affected, it is justice itself. If systems and procedures are used to postpone women's participation, then we must ask, are we truly committed to equality? Or are we finding new ways to be delayed? In Nagaland, this question becomes even more urgent because here women have already waited long enough, not just for representation, but for recognition in decision-making spaces. We cannot afford to let procedural delays become another barrier for Naga women. Justice delayed for women is democracy denied. Because when women are part of governance, priorities change. We see a strong focus on
businesses led by women innovate faster, empathize deeper with customers, and boost revenue by 20 to 30%. And studies from the World Bank shows countries with higher female representation growing 1 to 2% faster annually. I think reservation bridges the gap, ensuring women aren't just participants, but architects of policy. For decades, men dominated more than 82% of seats, merit built on exclusion. Now 33%, I believe, levels the field. It sparks the competition that lifts everyone. In Nagaland, where community and culture intertwine, this means more women like me, mentoring interns, leading local enterprises, and weaving our stories into the national fabric. We need 33% reservation. Why? Because women, we make the most caring and wise decisions for schools, for health, and a better tomorrow. Think about it. In every family, women are the heart. We wake up early to cook, teach our kids values like honesty and hard work. We care for our elders, for our family, and we keep the home strong even in tough times. That is the power of women. And when we empower each woman with a voice in the parliament, that family strength grows to the whole society. Healthier kids, united communities, and real progress for all.
My journey into public service began in early 2023 when the civic polls were announced and my ward came under the reserved seat for women. Then after a few months before election, my ward changed from a reserved ward to an unreserved general ward. But it was the 33% reservation platform which gave me the first motivation and a sense of duty to serve the people of my ward. Our state witnessed a significant influx of women, with 198 women participating in the ULB elections, where 102 won from reserved seats and 8 from unreserved seats. This victory rate clearly showed that the Naga women were ready, and there was a gradual shift in our political attitudes. With the support of the public, we witnessed a fair and peaceful elections which were conducted successfully. Even the Supreme Court lauded Nagaland's efforts, saying that conducting the civic polls with a record number of participants, women participants and winners, which was very commendable. All these measures highlights a targeted approach of our able leader, the Honorable Chief Minister of Nagaland, Dr. Dimapur, to integrate women in levels of policy, development, and organizational culture. For the first time, as Madam Vikali rightly pointed, we have 2 women representatives in the Nagaland State Legislative Assembly. Our CM has fulfilled a promise after decades to the women of our state by implementing the 33% reservation in Nagaland after a gap of 20 years. Even in this year's state budget, our CM presented a dedicated gender budget focusing on women empowerment.
To what one of my former speaker have already said, it is less a political gift and more the settling of a long-awaited democratic debt given to women. The hard-won fruit of decades of sustained pressure, hardship, and labor. We celebrate today because this outcome was not inevitable. It was earned. Amingan itu kamay siya. So many women before us, they have gone through immeasurable barriers, structural barriers, to make us see this day. We are entitled to it, so it is earned. As women, we are rightfully optimistic and proud to see this struggle finally reach its institutional culmination. It is overdue, but it is here. And this in itself, per se, is a victory for the character of our democracy. However, the work does not end here with the passing of a bill. This is the opening of a door. And our responsibility now is to use this space well, indeed, very well, to ensure that our representation is substantive, diverse, and rooted in the real needs of our communities, particularly in a patriarchal society like Nagaland. We aren't just looking for seats in a hole. We are looking to bring our unique perspectives across the table to the hearts of those in the seat of power and governance, ensuring this progress continues to grow far beyond this moment of celebration, far beyond today. Reservation is necessary, in fact, rather a necessity, especially in our context, not because we lack political leadership, but because deeply rooted societal and cultural norms and practices.
On that, I want to point out 6 points, and I believe each of us present here would be able to connect with me. The 33 Women Reservation is about correcting imbalance and ensuring fair participation in decision making. Here's why it's considered important. Number 1, historical underrepresentation. Women make nearly half the population, yet their presence in legislature, councils, and leadership roles has traditionally been extremely low. A 33 quota helps bridge that gap. Number 2, strong, more inclusive decisions. When women are part of the decision-making bodies, policies tend to better reflect issues like health, education, safety, and livelihoods, areas that directly affect families and communities. Number 3, level playing field. Social, cultural, and structural barriers often limit women entry into politics or leadership. Reservation creates space so women can participate equally. Number 4, proven impact at grassroots level. In India, reservation for women in panchayats has shown positive results. Better governance, more focus on community welfare, and increased confidence among women leaders. Number 5, encourage future generations. Seeing women in leadership roles inspire young girls to aim higher and participate in public life. Number 6, not permanent but corrective. The 33 reservation is often seen as temporary measures to correct long-standing imbalance.
9. To realize the visions of the past and to fulfill the resolutions of the future. It is indeed a renewed empowerment for all the women folk and the Naga women in particular. We may not fully understand the depth and its implications to our society. However, we hope for a better social prospect. We welcome this Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam. With the enactment of these provisions, I want to urge Naga women that this should not destroy our Naga ethos, culture, religions. I also reaffirm that the Naga women are never considered less.
DWCI, in solidarity with this historic call for the implementation of the 33% women's reservation. From my faith perspective, I see this not only as a political matter, but as a moral and theological concern. At the heart of our faith is the affirmation that every human being is created in the image of God, endowed with dignity, worth, and the capacity to contribute meaningfully to the society. When women are excluded from decision-making spaces, that dignity is not fully recognized. The call for the 33% reservation is therefore not merely about representation, it is about restoring justice, affirming dignity, and creating space for shared participation in shaping our common future. In today's context, this calls for the intentional inclusion of women in political leadership. This is not about competition, as some of the former speakers have shared, but it is about complementarity. It is about men and women working together for the flourishing of the society. From a theological perspective, we are called to seek the welfare of the city that we find in Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 7, to act justly, to love mercy, and walk humbly with God, as we find in Micah chapter 6, verse 8. These values compel us to support structures that promote fairness and participation. The 33% reservation is one such step toward a more...
I would like to request that your opinion for today's resolution. I would like to say that today, on this 16th April 2026, the Naga women in general have resolved that we support the passing of the 33% women reservation in the Parliament and the state assemblies. Should we all agree to that? Yes. Please lift up your hands, those who agree to that. Yes. Thank you. So now a register will be coming, a paper will be coming to you to sign on it for the resolution, to say that we have all agreed, and that paper will be reaching Delhi. Thank you. And now I will shift over to my next program, that is the word of thanks. Chairperson and all the powerful ladies who are present here. It gives me immense pleasure to stand before you and to say a thank you. When I called up every individual, everyone agreed happily and willingly, and that gave me an extra boost, to organize this program. Although it was all of a sudden, we women, by nature, we have so many responsibilities in whatever profession that we have, that we are, but first and foremost, we are the mothers, the sisters, and we have so many unseen responsibilities that has to be fulfilled every day, every hour. But still then, all of you have turned up without any hesitation. Thank you very much. Today is one of the most historic moments in time for the Naga women as a whole, cutting across the party line. Women from different political parties, NGOs, SHGs, entrepreneurs, so on and so forth would come together on one platform and voice out for women's empowerment. I thank our Almighty God for blessing the Naga women and the women of the country as a whole for giving us the wisdom to think alike and come together as one. Today's gathering shows the world that for women, whichever political party we belong to, or wherever or whatever profession we are into, we are drawn together like magnets to support each other and stand boldly and bravely and say, we can do it. Today in this new millennium, what is there which women cannot? There are women in the air, land, and sea defending the country. There are engineers, doctors, scientists, academicians, businesswomen in the corporate world. There is no institution in the world where women are not present or involved and also excel in whichever field they are involved. We have a woman as the president of a country. We have one of the finest finance minister in the country in Madam Nirmala Sitharaman. But for women, we have to work double times harder to achieve any dreams that we have. Today, as all the women in the country are holding our breath and waiting for passing of the bill, 33% reservation for women, we have bold and strong BM, Sri Narendra Modi ji, who is working and supporting women wholeheartedly for women to increase in number in decision-making body. Let us pray for him to have a long life. Let us also pray for our leaders in the parliament that God gives them wisdom to take the right decision. Today, some of our sisters are unable to join us because of some technical reasons, but I'm sure their prayers and moral support are with us because I've personally spoken to all of them, and as I said, because of some technical reasons, they're unable to join us, but they've assured me that their prayers, support, and blessings are with us. And especially our Madam Dr. Rosemary, she wanted to come very much to join us because she is a warrior, the bravest warrior among the Naga women, who stood for 33% reservation for women. And the labor that she had put into has borne fruit, and which we are enjoying, the women in the urban town councils and the municipals. And now she has said that she is very much with us, but because of her ill health, she is unable to join us. But she has sent us her blessings, and in her spirit, she'll be with us, she said today. So I cannot express my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you who are present here today. So individually or in common, I would like to say a very, very big thank you. And I expect that in the future also, we women, leaving aside the party colors or the organizations that we are into, that we will again come together on one platform to fight together for the future of our sisters, for the future of our daughters, for the future of the women of Nagaland, and for the women as a whole. So Once again, I would like to say a very big thank you to all the speakers who have spoken with a zeal and that beautiful words and very encouraging words, which I believe all of us who are present here have heard it nicely and digested it. And I expect that in future programs, again, there will be more youngsters, leaders, women leaders, who will be organizing such programs, who will be coming together. Today, the program was all of a sudden within a short period of time, but so much could gather, so many good speakers could come, and I expect that in the future also, when programs are organized for women, let us not hesitate. Let us not hesitate, because this fight or this program is for the women, not for us individually maybe, but we are fighting for the upcoming girls, the upcoming women who will get a good chance to stand up in front of the world. Thank you very much, and may God bless.